Hello everybody and welcome back to Test Drive Unlimited 2. I'm your host Van4, and in today's episode we are going to continue with the A4 Championship by finishing off the races and the eliminator. So here we go, let's get into it.
The Solar Crown is now in full swing. Suspense is at an all-time high. Who will win this race?
So here we go then. And this looks like a nice bendy race yet again. We actually end up coming back on ourselves by going all the way down here, around a massive bend by the looks of things, and then back on ourselves. So lovely. Thanks a lot. Now I know that there is not enough in the rest of the A4 Championship to warrant us, or rather create an episode with just these basically two races and eliminator. So we're going to head over afterwards to the asphalt license school and at least make a start with the licenses. And again, we're not going to get all of the licenses in one video, but we will at least make a start with them. There might have been a pile up back there, so that's going to help us out. I don't like the fact that my car is making that horrible noise, so let's just slow down a little bit. And here we go. We're heading down here. We have 3 checkpoints left to pass through. Not too bad. And here we go. Job done. First place again. Boom. We will take it, as always. Not that you would want to take anything other than first place, but we have taken 2 silvers so far. Right, we're on a lap-based race here. 3 laps, 6 miles. Shouldn't be too bad.
The engines are heating up on the starting line. The final moments of anticipation before this epic confrontation begins. What surprises will Solar Crown give us this time?
Right, and here we go. I'm starting to master this starting line thing by putting a very small amount of revs into the car and then immediately just letting rip with the engine. Seems to work fairly well. So I must give credit to Flowers Edits again for that wonderful tip. Now if only someone would give me a tip for taking some of these turns. I'll tell you what, some of these turns are horrible. It doesn't matter how much you brake for them. It doesn't matter if you just coast into the corners. Even after coming around the corner and then, you know, just accelerating afterwards, you end up just spinning out completely. Right, so here we go. So the license itself coming up is the A3 and A2 license, and I know for a fact that we've got some fun in there. Not. We've got to do a number of license tests in, I believe it's another Mercedes-Benz, although it might actually be a McLaren. I can't quite remember. But it's a car that is, I believe, a rear-wheel drive. It's all over the place, guys. Like, horrendously all over the place. You can't drive the bloody thing. We've got the, as I was mentioning in a previous video, we've got the down the mountain trial. Hate it. We won't get it on the first attempt, I know. If we do, I'm just gonna have to pray to the gods afterwards, I think, probably, because I tell you, 30 or 40 attempts and I think almost a busted PlayStation controller last time, and that gives you an idea of how frustrating it is. But we will try that one. There is also the 2-lap race in the Dodge Viper, and I know for a fact that that is a horrible, horrible race. And as I'm sure have previously said before, if there's anyone else who's played this game, they, I'm sure, will attest to and back me up on the fact that that race with the Dodge Viper and the licenses is horrible. It is a horrible, horrible race. And I'm hoping that the developers actually listened to the community and did actually make the licenses somewhat easier to obtain. I really hope so. I know that there was somewhere I read that they'd made some changes to the licenses in the PC version and then later released to the consoles, but I think it was after I'd got rid of my console version. So, and it wouldn't have made a difference anyway because I'd actually already passed the license. Right, how are we getting on? On our last lap, 4 checkpoints to go. We've been in the lead since the start and we will remain so, I'm sure. Yep. Good. So here we come. Okay, 2 checkpoints left, and then the only thing that's stood between us and the end is the eliminator. And I've just realised that I've done all of this race in this car, or all of this championship rather, in this car. So we will swap out for the last race and do the eliminator in the Camaro. So here we go. This is the last race that's stood between us and the end. Let's get the Camaro out. It's quite a long race, 15 miles. This one could take some time.
Is unforgiving. At each round, we eliminate the competitor in last place. May the best driver win.
Okay. Well, again, starting line was fine. And I do wish that some of the races could have been a bit like the last eliminator that we did, because that was awesome. Just on that tiny little oval circuit. There's a similar online race in GTA 5 around a prison that's on an oval circuit. I used to love that one. You just join up with a couple of your mates and continuously do that one race. I think it was worth about 5,000 dollars for each win, and you just, you know, talk to one another and say, you know, who's going to win. It was a good way to boost your cash. Certainly on the earlier parts of the online game. Haven't really played it since, wow, well, in quite some time, let me tell you that. I've been working through quite a few of my PlayStation games recently, and then just after Christmas I picked up my PS4, and this is the ridiculous thing, I picked it up and I've probably played with it twice maybe, and not on any of the games that actually came with it, but actually some free ones off the store. So how bad is that? Spent all that money and really haven't used it. Never mind. Right, there's lap 1 down. Oh god, that was terrible. Okay, we need to slow down a lot earlier than that. Get out of my way, Tess, come on. We'll remember that for the next lap. Really slow down for the bends. There's a lot of changing as we're going around some of these bends. You can take a look at the positions on the right hand side just above the speedo. So not so much on these straights, but as we go through those last set of bends, keep an eye, because there's a lot of changing going on back there. Stuart, Ryan, Andrew, and I think almost Miami as well. It was all flipping between who was in what position. Might even happen here again, so keep an eye out. I'm just going to cut across the grass here. It slows you down. Go. Right. No, it didn't happen that time. You'll see what I mean as we come up to this next lap. On the bit that I really need to slow down for, you'll see that there is a massive change in who is in what position. So here we go, I need to slow down for this bit. Right, now watch. It's not going to do it now, is it? There you go. And it said, it even said that I wasn't in first place, which is crazy. I'm definitely, most definitely in first place. So there you go. How odd was that? Yeah, something wrong with this game, I think. God, imagine if you saw this coming up in your rear view wing mirror. Or rear view mirror in general. Not just wing mirror. I would be absolutely pooing myself. That coming up behind you. Still, okay. We're coming up on lap 3, almost complete here. It's quite a long race, unfortunately, but hey ho, should be done fairly quickly. There goes Ryan. Okay, so we've got 4 laps left. And how are we doing now? Bad. That is actually a battleship ahead of us. The the long guns up there. I do, as I've been saying for a long time, I do like the attention to detail in this game. I think the developers probably spent more time putting in the detail than actually working on the cars, which is kind of a shame, but never mind. I am looking forward to the next release by the same company. Okay, they no longer exist anymore, but the company that's doing The Crew, it looks amazing. I am looking forward to that. Here we go, lap 5. Stuart's going to be out. There we go. And there we go. Get around some of these bends. Whoa! Don't muck up now. Oh god. Okay. That's okay. We can come back from that fairly easily, as long as this guy doesn't fishtail us. Yeah, there we go. Fine, fine. Coming up on test now. Piss off, Tess. She lost it there on the corner, so that was cool. So, yes, The Crew. I am thoroughly looking forward to that. That is going to be a great game. And I haven't seen a new Need for Speed announced for 2014. I think I've read somewhere that they're holding fire and releasing any new Need for Speed games this year, and they're actually going to be releasing one in 2015, and that it's going to be the biggest Need for Speed that they have ever released. So I don't know if that means it's going to be another free roam style game like the last Most Wanted that they released, or indeed Rivals. I think that was pretty free roam as well, wasn't it really? But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they come out with. Okay, so we're about halfway through our second to last lap. Over halfway overall. And the A4 Championship will then be ours. So let's get this done and dusted. It's kind of a shame that they always make these eliminators, well, except for the last one of course. Generally the eliminators are fairly long on the old tracks, and I kind of wish that they'd make them shorter, because it just ends up making the race fairly long and tedious. Okay, so here we go. Final lap. Adam's out, just between me and Tess now. And let's face it, she has caught us up once already, but she's not going to beat us. So there we go. I know that there's, and again I've said this in a previous video, I know I have, but the name just keeps eluding me, and I really wish someone would help me out here and post in the comments the game that I'm thinking of. But there is another racer that's coming out, and it's coming out on, as far as I'm aware, all the consoles, not just PS4, or perhaps it is PS4 only. Whatever, it's another racer. It's coming out at about the same time as The Crew. It was supposed to have come out months ago and didn't. It missed its release date. And again, that looks pretty nice. It does look fairly realistic though. And although, as I've said before, I have played the Gran Turismos, I'm not, you know, I won't hold against any games that likes being, you know, overly realistic, but I'm more of an arcade driver, racer kind of guy. Right, okay, there we go. That's the A4 done. Fantastic.
Eyes turn towards our challenger with this victory in the Asphalt Championship. Where will this ascent end? The answer in the next round.
Yeah. Oh dear. Right, okay. Great, we're actually just outside the racing school, so don't have to go too far then. And here we go. The bit that I've really not been looking forward to. Let's make a start with some of these trials. This is one of the cars that's all over the place usually. Okay, let's see what he has for us. So far so good. That's one down. On to the next test. I guess that wasn't too bad, was it really? But they only get worse from here. And I can tell you, this is not one of the cars that we're going to be picking up. So here we go. We've got to pass through these cones. We've got to swing it round here. We've got to pass back through the cones on the opposite side. We've got to swing it round this bit here. And then we've got to get to that stop sign at the far end in 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and of course stop as well. Oof! Just. But we will take it. Oh dear. Okay, this is a lap-based run this time. Let's get this one done as well. Okay. And again, it's just about controlling the car through these turns, I think. Might need to pick up a bit of speed here, Valenfor, come on. Yeah. And don't lose control as you go around these bends, so here we go. Oh god. Oh, that was close. I thought we were going to hit it that time. Okay, we've got to be moving a little bit faster around this track because I think you've got about 30 seconds to pass through all of these. And we're just going a little bit too slow, so where was it that we almost lost it? Was it here? That was a bit better that time, a bit faster. So now that I've got used to how the car drives, especially through some of these cones, hopefully we'll get through this, no problems. He says, there we go. Fantastic, done. Wow. And here we go, this is the license test that I was talking about. We're going to get this one done, and this is where we will end the episode after this license test. So wish me luck. Let's get cracking with this one. This is going to require a lot of coasting and braking and all sorts, I'm sure. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we seem to be doing okay so far. See, I don't want to speak too soon as always, but I do vaguely recall that there's a certain section of this that you can end up just coming off completely and just losing all control of the car. So let's just keep the speed up and control more importantly than anything else. As I say, we have been down this track of road previously. Here we go. That was it, just there. Just where we've just been past. Right there is where you can lose control completely. And there's another part coming up as well where you can absolutely lose control, and I think it might be here. Okay, so I'm not doing too badly here, but I don't want to speak out of turn. I just want to concentrate on getting this one done, at least. Okay, so we have 4 checkpoints left, guys. So far, I say so far we are on time here. But of course, all of that can change in a heartbeat, especially with my driving skills. So, two checkpoints left. One checkpoint left. Let's do this. Let's get this one done. Let's get this one done. Oh, thank Christ for that. I don't know what surprised me more. The fact that we got it, or the fact that we did it without penalty. I'm really happy about that. Right, guys, this is actually where we're going to end the episode for tonight. So if you've liked this one, please leave a like. Please comment as well. I always love to hear what everyone has to say about these videos. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe, as it helps to build the channel overall. Guys, enjoy those meals. Thanks and good night, much love. I'll catch you in the next episode, when we are going to finish off this license once and for all. So guys, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.